watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all ain't think I was not gonna check in with y'all today. Okay, what's going on? What y'all did? What y'all ate today? How did it go with your family, your friends, your loved ones? Presents. Did y'all got me something? Anyways, yes, I'm so excited to be spending this time with y'all. I did not forget, okay? Like I said, I had lots of different films that I reviewed. Well, watched, I'm gonna say, but didn't record. But so, I'm just giving y'all a little bit of leftovers that I had left. So I hope you all enjoy this. I hope you have an amazing evening. Your day was awesome. All that good stuff. And even more importantly, above all else, okay, that you spent time with the Lord Jesus Christ and just gave him that time, gave him them thanks, them praises, and all that wonderful stuff. But okay, let's go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled No Time Like Christmas. And you guys can find this film streaming right now on YouTube for free. So yes, y'all go ahead and check that out when you can. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. When a woman finds her old boyfriend's engraved watch at a vintage jewelry shop, her sister believes it is a sign and secretly plots to play Cupid. Hey watchers out there, I just so enjoyed this film. It was cute. I mean, y'all hear the synopsis. It just sounds adorable, right? Totally right up my alley. I always tell y'all probably on every video that it does apply to how invested I am into second chances, third, fourth, fifth chances. I do tend to enjoy that, or that whole long lost love thing, okay? It was amazing at one point, and for whatever reason y'all got separated and now you are back. I love that kind of stuff. It just gives me so much hope, especially for all of you hopeful romantics out there. You're gonna love films like this. They just always in my top whatever because I so enjoy that. But here we meet our main character. Her name is Emma. And Emma and Fletcher is the guy. They had something amazing way back in the day. One of those things that you would feel like, okay, this is it. This is the one. Really good friends, connected on a whole nother level, seeing like you would never come across something as special as this. So how in the world could anything separate you all? That's how you would think looking at Emma and Fletcher from back in the day. But life happens and things just happen for whatever reason. So of course we ain't gonna get into no spoilers, but that does happen to Emma and Fletcher. They end up for whatever reason separated, going on with their lives, going to college, all this other kind of stuff. Fletcher is like a playwright, director, producer, all that good stuff. So that was a plus for me. Totally my area. I really do enjoy that. So I was like, okay, all right, Fletcher, I see you, boy. I see you, okay? And he was actually really, really good. And Emma was always a great supporter of him back in the day. And she also played music, played the piano, all that good stuff. So that was amazing as well. Hold up, y'all. Let me give me a moment here. Right? Okay, y'all, I am back. So yes, like I said, back in the day, they were inseparable. Like seriously, they were close and friends. They just had this connection. Like I said, like what are the chances of you coming across something like that ever again in your lifetime? Most people don't even find it the first time, so how much more the second or the third time? And so they were definitely something special back in the day, and they complemented one another. Like I said, Fletcher is a playwright. So he writes scripts and different things like that. He produces all that good stuff. He's a storyteller. And then you got Emma. She is like really good at playing music and she sings. So that goes perfect with them connecting. Like he's doing, like he does one thing with the whole play and she can be the one that just sprinkled that beautiful music in there. So it was just amazing. And then to see that life happens and they go on with their life, meet different people, and Fletcher ends up, I guess, being in a relationship many years later, having a daughter from that relationship, and Emma just never seemed to get it right. It was always something with her. It was always something with whatever guy she kind of met. And plus she was so driven. She was into her work and climbing that ladder and doing whatever she can do. And that's how she always been, even from back in the day with Fletcher. I think that was one of the things that had them where they just didn't could never really go any further than where they were because Emma was so driven. She always thrust herself into her work and the different things that she was doing. So that can be an issue sometimes, and y'all know. So there's a lot of little life lessons here throughout this film, but overall it is a beautiful film. And like I said, with that separation with Emma and Fletcher, and so something does bring, well, Emma does decide to go home this Christmas and be with her family, and her sister, instead of saying, okay, you can have a room here at my place, which is what she's used to, her sister books her at like a B&B somewhere, and it's like, okay, so you can have all the quiet time in the world to get your work done, all that good stuff, and yet you're in town and you're still close to family. So you would think, and so Emma was like, okay, this is a good setup, and she's loving that, and having no idea that her sister had other things in mind, because there's someone special who ends up staying at that same B&B who's also in town. So you can imagine what different things may take place, and just the shock of it all. And Emma's just revisiting with her past, seeing the face of her past, brings back so many different memories. It also brings back different lessons and different opportunities that she finally saw, looking back, hindsight, like people say, looking back and seeing, okay, I see where I messed up at. Is this the kind of life that I really want? It's one thing to be successful, to go for your dreams, go after your goals, all that kind of stuff, but to what degree, at what expense? How much are you willing to pay for this? Are you willing to give up your entire life and end up being lonely but have a lot of money in the bag? Or are you willing to say, you know what, it's not even worth it, and have the life of family, friends, and loved ones in your circle? I mean, all those different things kind of come to surface in this film, which I really did appreciate, and I just felt like it was so needed, because we live in such a fast-paced time right now, especially right now, because even as I was looking around, let me tell y'all this, okay? Yeah, it's a little bit story time, all right? Okay, y'all know how we do here. But even when I looked around, like this season, and y'all know this is probably one of the most happy seasons for a lot of people. I'm saying, especially for children in particular, you know, want to go to bed early Christmas Eve because you can't wait to wake up, because you know what's going to be under that tree, get into all this other stuff. And just, and not that should be the main thing, but we know that kind of happens for most families and different things like that. But just seeing it, the season of this year, just looking around, and many of you probably notice it in your environment, wherever you are around the world, that things seem a little bit different. Things feel a little bit different, almost like something different is in the air. And I have heard people say this on other YouTube channels, just on different subjects and topics, of course. But it's like, okay, a little bit of everybody is feeling that subconsciously, like things are changing. Something different is in the air. Things are not the same. People don't tend to have as much time as they used to have in the past, or put forth much effort and different things like they did in the past. There's not a lot of that. I mean, shout out to y'all who is still doing it like that, where you are making that time for family and loved ones and stuff, and you're gathering around and you are doing that, like making that time. But for most people, and for a lot of families out there, that is not the case. People tend to be more into their phones, social media, like they have their own different things going on, and just so not in the moment. Most people are not present anymore, and that is so unfortunate. So when you do come across films like this, it does, for me, it just like opens your eyes even more and remind you of what truly is important. And we have to be even more intentional nowadays, because things are so fast paced. There's just so much stuff going on, so many different distractions, and you just have to say to yourself, even if you have to say it out loud, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make time for this or that. I'm going to make time for Jesus. I'm going to make time and spend time in my Bible, spend time with family, all that kind of stuff. You have to be intentional now. You have to make the time, and like stop making the excuses and just expecting things. And then next thing you know, 5, 10, 15 years done went by. And there's so many different stories on this channel that I have shared with you all, you know, in that same sphere of that lost time. And so many characters have lost out on so much things that they could have had, so many things that they always desired and didn't even know it was right there in their faces, because they were so distracted because they weren't thinking about what was truly important and all these different things. That's why we love the films here, because we can take away those life lessons. We can look into, like, have a glimpse into somebody else's life and see, okay, I get it. Oh, I see myself. That's how I was, or whatever. So I just hope that you all are taking away a little bit more than entertainment when you're watching these films. And even when you're watching these reviews, I hope you are, just taking time to really think about truly what is important, all right? Because life is just precious, and you just don't want to get to the end of it all and realize that you missed the big picture. Like, to me, that is so tragic. And that is one of the things that Emma does experience in this film, that she comes face to face with, and she does have to make a choice. So we're gonna leave it at that. But before I leave y'all for this evening, let's go ahead and get into the scripture. And we will be coming out of Philippians chapter 2 verse 4. And it reads, "Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interests of others." That's all I have for y'all for this video. Please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because y'all know I love hearing from y'all. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.